And we're here at halftime of the third game of the day. We're Cumberland's holding a 49-42 lead over Reinhardt. And this is a pleasure. The gentleman to my left is a great deal responsible for me being here, and I appreciate that. Oakland City University head basketball coach Ken French. And I love talking basketball with you. And this is the second year that I've been able to come to Kingsport and be a part of this. And I don't think a lot of people know it, but this is the biggest NAIA tournament in the country. It's got the most talent, the most top seeds as far as rankings in the nation. Let's do a little story about this. Why don't you tell me what made you decide to put this together, and when did this all begin?
Well, this is our 10th year having it, Walt, and it started out with 8 men's teams, and it's just grown. It's gotten bigger every year, and the big thing was I had a vision of. You look on ESPN and Feast Week, and you watch all those games, the Maui Classic, the Battle for Atlantis, whatever it may be. And why can't we do something like that at our level for the teams in NAI? And that's how it came about. I reached out to Frank Lett with Visit Kingsport, and 10 years ago we had our first event, and here we are 10 years later, and it just keeps getting better and bigger and better every year.
You are one of the most connected people that I've ever seen. It's my third year that I've had the privilege of doing as my day job, working for the Oakland City University Sports Information Department. And the number one job there is being the voice of the Oakland City University men's basketball team. And I've loved our conversations and sitting and talking. I've learned a lot about the NAIA and how things have gone about. And this tournament is fantastic. I can't imagine it being in a place any better than Kingsport.
No, it's a great venue. With the 2 courts set up and being right here in the hotel and the way the resort's set up, you can't ask for a better venue. They do a great job with the setup and everything. And I've been fortunate enough that I've been coaching for a long time. I know a lot of people in the game. To be honest, there's 22 men's teams here, and I think I actually know all 21 other coaches from a professional standpoint or a personal standpoint, and have a good relationship with each one of them. And I think that benefits the event, the show, because of the relationships that I have with the people across the country. And I think it speaks volumes to NAIA basketball, and there's a lot of really, really good relationships with coaches that I've established over the years, and I think this event shows that.
I didn't understand, and I've been doing this stuff, as you well know, for a long time, the quality of talent in the NAIA. It doesn't get quite the respect, although I tell you what, it's getting more and more respect all the time. It doesn't get quite the respect of the Power 5 conferences, and you said at the tournament at Atlantis, but there seems to be a bond in the NAIA that we're all in the same doggone boat. And I think there is a togetherness and a working together in the NAIA that you don't see in the NCAA.
I think so. I think if you look from a talent perspective, I think the talent is a little bit better than what people think or realize. You look at across the board in NAIA, you've got a lot of D1 bounce backs, you got a lot of D2 bounce backs, you've got transfers, you've got people who have been in NAIA systems for 2, 3, 4 years, and they're program guys. And then you've got you look at a team like Northwestern, they've got arguably two of the best freshmen in the country, and they're freshmen, they're true freshmen. So there's a hodgepodge. Each program and the talent level and where they came from is in NAIA is like a hodgepodge. They come from everywhere. A lot of coaches do it different ways, and there's a lot of coaches out there successful doing it the way that they've chosen to do it.
30 teams in this and you've had to cap it just because of constraints of space and time. There's only so many games that can be played. It's got to be a tough decision on which teams are coming here.
It is, and we have a waiting list on the men's side. It's become more and more difficult, but I do like the variety of conferences that we do have represented. We got 2 or 3, 4 teams from River State's Appalachian Sun just about every year, but then, we're starting to mix in a Crossroads team here and there, Mid-South teams now, and Southern States. So there's a good variety, and then having a GPAC team here. We've always had 1 or 2 outliers from California or Arizona or wherever come in and play. But it helps get different matchups. It helps to get matchups within your arc and outside of your arc regionally, for all of us who are voters who are here, to put eyes on teams and really judge and see how good some of these teams are. The competition's been great.
Yes, it has. And you're a very humble man, so I'm going to toot your horn here a little bit. You do this, you do an outstanding job with this, but you do a lot to take care of young men and teach them the values of basketball and how to be a better person. You don't take any time off. During the summer, you're helping kids with some of what I think, and I've got a chance to be around your camps. You help a lot of young men be better people with a number of summer camps you have.
I think it's important. That's where I fell in love with the game of basketball, was in the summer at camps. So I've structured our camps to be kind of similar to what I grew up in, and that's the thing. I want to expose young guys to the game of basketball, and that's part of giving back. It's part of being good to the game, and you've heard me say this before, Walt. If you're good to the game will be good to you, and I think it's part of a coach's legacy to give back to the game, and I try to with this event, whether it's our camps or whatever it may be. I think it's important to give back to the game of basketball because the truth is basketball has been very good to me, and it's given me a lot in my life, and it's blessed me in a lot of ways. So I want to be able to give that away to other people.
Always love to, I would travel anywhere to see you guys play. love following the Mighty Oaks. You got a lot of new faces on this team this year, and I love the way this team is coming together and getting better each and every game, and the roles are, I think, starting to be defined.
They are. We're trying to figure out what it takes to win at this level. And I thought today in stretches, I thought we played well. We didn't get the result that we wanted, but there are positives without question. We've got to clean up those things that's still in the way of us getting the result that we want. But we're close, and I feel like we've got a good group of young men who want to do it the right way, and they're learning how to do it consistently and what type of effort and togetherness it takes to win at this level.
I'm glad that we got a chance to do this because I'm a person of habit, and every time I broadcast an Oaks game, we sit down in your office and ruminate about a number of different things before we get into the interview. But I love being a small part of the team at Oakland City University. I love the friendship that I've had with you since I've come to the university in my semi-retirement. And I'm going to be honest, it's my 52nd year doing this, and you're a big reason that I still like doing this, starting all the way back in 1972. I'm looking forward to, we're getting the date set for number 11 next year, right?
Yep.
Well,
yeah, we'll be Thanksgiving weekend. It'll be the same weekend, and it'll be the 11th edition of the show. And there might be some changes and some tweaks to it, but we're looking forward to getting it set up and get it ready. And all those kind words, Walt, I appreciate that. We love having you around and being a part of our program. And just like the show, I think we're growing, and I think our program's going to continue to get bigger and better.
I like that. Love that. Ken, it's always a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Walt.
Ken French, the head basketball coach at Oakland City University, and the head guy and the guy that put this together, the show. We're at halftime. Cumberland is ahead of Reinhardt 49-42. We're going to break. You're watching the show on SESN.